Hi, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
Then
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
we have a fun little kitty cat fun. Thank you, Doctor. I've already driven it out, so we're not even a bit in.
We're going to talk about a cross stitch.
I was just about to say that. This here is Flosstube. This is where we talk about cross stitch. You don't know what that is? Find out. Just keep watching.
Welcome to all of our returning subscribers and welcome to any new people if you've made it this far.
It's not yet. It is. I might get shot by the end of this video.
Today is Monday, September 14th.
Monday.
Monday. Come up with a different song. Just another manic Monday.
No, that was me shooting Monday, not your song.
Okay.
Monday's taking out back and bait. Like a scar rug with a stick. If you get that reference, way to go. Post the movie down below.
How has your week been? The West Coast is on fire, and the East Coast and the southern East Coast is about to get drowned.
So, who had Hurricane Congo line on their 2020 bingo card?
It's like the Facebook meme says, at this point, expecting flammable snow.
If a methane plant went boom, it would actually happen. Because the solid methane, while it looks like snow, is flammable.
Well,
Is it sad that I know this?
yes.
I watch way too many weird shows.
Yes, you do. How about you shout out all our commenters?
Lynn, Glenna, Helga? Hope I said that right. Bridget. And yes, Lynn, we can barely stitch together.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, Helga, I am very bad with names I'm not used to pronouncing. And I wanted to make sure I said it right.
You did good. You did good.
I just wanted to make sure she didn't think I thought her name was weird. I think that's awesome. That was a great name.
Pronounce names well.
Nope. Yeah, and I'm the one who has to try to spell people's last names at work.
Go back and see the Nadine incident, which she still thinks is funny.
Huh?
When you were like trying to pronounce Nadine's name, you were like, wait. And I was like, wait, is that right? And we both were confused. She's like, we were saying it right. She thinks it's funny. All right, let's talk about our whips.
Now that all is done.
Whips.
Okay. I got Ink Circles, Dragons of Sumatra. It is on 16 count. Picture this plus Thunderstorm. You see, you got. I don't know how much of this I had done before. And then I got over here done. Because, yay!
Because, yay. Okay. Well.
Deep subject.
In no particular order, because they're not in order and I don't care.
Have they ever been?
Once upon a time.
I did not know this.
Yes.
I always thought it was random because you're random. You are not supposed to agree to that.
Okay. September monthly. I had to stitch on something that I had less than 1,000 stitches in it. By the Bay Needle Arts White Pumpkin Patch. Fit that bill. Because I only had like maybe 200 stitches in on it, I think. Yeah. But anyways. I'm doing this on a piece of, I think it's 16 count, Ada. Hand dyed by the Slovak Farm in,
Could I think?
I think this is Cleveland card. I think this is a dark Cleveland card, but so I did 500 stitches on it.
Maybe we put that a little bit closer because I can barely see it.
I had 500 stitches on it, which was this pumpkin, the lines on the pumpkin, the leaves, the bittersweet buds here, and the start of the fence. I'm only doing the pumpkins, the fence, and the foliage. I'm not doing the raven or the words because I don't Halloween, and I want to be able to put it out all fall.
I don't Halloween. Ugh. And I'm the person who wanted to sit on my front porch just as a scarecrow and scare kids half to death. No, I don't do that, by the way.
No. Okay. We don't need that. No. I only stitched on this once? No. I stitched on this twice this week. I needed to stitch on, for the monthly, I needed to stitch on something that was on my most relaxing whip. And I would say that Shores of Hawkhorn Hollow qualifies as my most relaxing whip because it's a lot of blocks of color.
And it's the one you've cussed at least.
Also true. Stitching, and then I had to stitch on something that had no plants, and this block has no plants. And since I'm doing the block separately, that's what we went with. This is on 32 count. Like if I morning, hey, there's a pair of scissors. My hand dyed by the Slovak Farm.
I don't know why I find that funny, but I do.
So I did 210 stitches for the block with no plants. And I did 574 stitches for my most relaxing whip because I just did all of these blue blocks in here. Oh, I finished the words and I did all of the blue blocks. That was easiest. Just do all of them. And get them done and over with. Pretties.
Yep. Pretty.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, it's. I don't know if you'll actually be able to tell in the video, but it's a little bit later than normal.
It is.
So I'm gonna be a little bit yawnier than normal, and I apologize in advance.
Okay, so we had to stitch on a whip that was something personal to us, and well, that's most of my whips anyways. But since I purchased Lady with Dog,
Design Works. I love your naming conventions.
because, you know, Black Greyhound, chick in a 1930s style purple and pink dress, Warren Bandy.
Yeah, and that's basically kind of what a greyhound looks like anyway.
That's Greyhound. That is a Greyhound. That. Which finger moves? Greyhound.
Unfortunately, this one isn't like the foam, and it doesn't flip the screen, so it's a
I
lot
know.
harder to tell because it's showing us how somebody across the room would be seeing us. Like, just really hard to see.
14 count kit Ada. Pro tip on life: read the dimensions on the kit. Because when I opened it, I went, "Oh, that's kind of big." It is a 2-foot tall project. So here we have it started. I did 215 stitches on it to get her started on my 2-foot tall whip. Yeah, it's gonna be something. Okay.
I just want to know where you're going to put it in the house.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can put it on top of Andy's cage, right?
I could. I may put it over Bandy's cage, whatever. Okay. Closest to a finish, buffalo plaid silhouette. I only have one more coaster to finish, so the thing as a whole is almost done. But I'm almost done with the last block. Is a wolfie.
Oh.
I finished the wolf. Started the fill in on the top. All I got left to do is fill in the background.
At least it's brainless.
It's brainless. This was. I do need that thing that's on the floor. I did. Well, hello, where is it? I did 206 stitches on this.
There, I help.
Okay. I had to do.
Re, mi, sol, la, ti, do.
This was another monthly. I have one September monthly left to do. I've been stitching like a mad woman lately.
Was that the dog at the door?
I thought it was a car door, but I don't see headlights. So
Might be the neighbors. They're right there.
it very well could be.
I'm pausing the video.
And we're back. A happy memory from our past. From my past. Yeah, by the 4th of July, growing up on a farm. There we go.
Every summer.
Every summer I wasn't happy by the 4th of July. No, it wasn't. And let me tell you how much I heard about it. That wasn't happy times, but
No, actually, that was freaking. It's freaking hysterical once you get away from the guy. It's like, dear God, dude. Her dad, by the way, for just what we're talking about. It's like, you only gonna get some growth hormones, just like prop them up a little bit.
So I did 513 stitches on knee high, which started the green. I've put in some more stitches on it today. Stitches done on it today. So has to have to leave every day. Not every day, but.
Oh, this weekend. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I was to say yes, we did have one yesterday. Okay. Moving on. Did I stitch on this? Oh my god, I don't remember what I stitched on. Crikey.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Okay, I had to
I'm
stitch.
lying. I
I
am
just
lying.
stitched on something that had something taller than other things in the design. That silo is taller than the other buildings, so Scenic Farm it was. Knee high by the 4th of July, stitched on a piece of 28 count. Hand dyed by the Slovak Farm. Even weave in heirloom. Scenic Farm is stitched on a piece of 18 count Ada. That was the kit fabric. And the needle is tacky.
Oh, and to anybody who's not in the know, When she says it's hand dyed by a Slovak farm, yes, that is the channel name. Yes, she does dye fabrics.
I did 224 stitches on this. Which was this here. Isn't lovely? We're excited to get this thing done, and I barely started it. I love it.
It is not good to want something done 10 seconds after you start
I
it.
only want it done because I want to put it up, because
Damn.
that was one of my other, contenders for happy memory from my past. Which was on the phone.
All it needs is a red tractor.
My tractors are red, not green.
Good tractors are red.
Okay, so
Runs like a
then
deer.
smells like a John.
And there might be a person out there who gets that.
If you are a John Deere fan, sorry.
Not sorry.
Not sorry. Okay.
Red fan. I red fan by default.
Red fan by default.
I already pointed at myself.
Okay. Friday I stitched on. Friday I had to stitch on Lady of the Flag. Because Friday was 9/11 and I had to stitch on Lady of the Flag on 9/11.
You mean that stuff sitting right there on the yellow?
Nope. That's stuff.
There's
for the
more?
Friday I stitched on Lady of the Flag. Cat's probably chewing on the haul. That's why I said that. I had to do, for Sunflower Week for Daily 30, I had to do stitch on something that had yellow and brown on it. Her hair's got yellow and brown. So I stitched on her. I put 407 stitches in her for the prompt, plus another 126 stitches in her because I took her with me to market. And I wasn't quite done with my prompt stitching, so I just kept stitching on her at market.
And we're stitching. And we're stitching.
More done on this part of her dress. I gotta get into this part of her dress. I need to actually recopy the pattern, make my working copy, so that her flowers in her hands aren't split, so I can figure out the flowers she's holding.
Kind of like what I had to do with mine.
Yeah, the conversion changed the flower colors up, and I don't particularly like the colors she picked. I don't feel like
Laura's changing something.
So I'm gonna put them as the original colors in Lady, and go with that, and then figure out the greens and the greenery of the flowers she's holding. So I didn't add the 126 in on this.
I know what that number is. The fact that you missed so is just hysterical.
$9
million.
I did 3,089.5 stitches.
The half. I swear she doesn't tick me off.
That might be my highest stitch count yet.
No, I think you broke 32 one time.
I don't remember. I'm not going to go back and look either. That's been the whips for the week. I feel like there was a lot. There was.
For you. Then again, no matter how much stitching I get into, I'm easy. It's dragons. And what else did I stitch on? Dragons. Followed up by dragons.
You have other whips. You are definitely a monogamous stitcher and can only focus on one thing at a time. Okay.
What would happen if I tried to stitch like she does?
I have haul. I need to go dig the haul out.
Yahoo!
Hall, y'all.
Yeehaw!
Okay, so
Like sheehaw!
I got my July silks for you, silks of the month. Beautiful, beautiful. They don't name them. And a couple days later, I got my August silks.
Yay!
I got both of them in September because the U.S. mail system. That's all, y'all.
That could have just been tagged on. Ching! Hook!
Plans.
Dragons.
Dragons.
So, dragons are awesome!
They are. This is not an adult beverage. It's just in an adult beverage glass because I'm lazy. And this was the clean glass that was in the dish strainer. Isn't that a great reason to drink out of a wine glass?
And what's really funny is, it's literally from the glass of wine she had a week ago, and she just had that exact same excuse every single day since then.
Basically.
You didn't even notice that, did you?
I did. Wash out the glass. Oh, this is the clean glass on count. I'm not opening
Yes,
the
we
cabinet.
own more than one fucking clean glass right in the cabinet.
We do own more than one glass, but this one was the one that was on the counter clean, so.
Strainer.
I'm lazy.
Yes, I know.
Okay. It's Sunflower Week at Daily 30. Daily 30 is a closed group. I already told you I had to stitch something with yellow and brown on it. And I did Lady of the Flag. I had to stitch something with the sky. I'm choosing Shores of Huckran Hollow.
I don't know you're going to do that.
Because I'm stitching the block that has the moon and the stars. I had to stitch on something that has more than 50% done. I had a couple different options that I could work on. I have decided on Buffalo plaid silhouette because...
You want to get that done?
Well, I want to get that done. And Crystal Academy has sorted us into our houses. And we have started our tasks.
You need to explain that.
To learn our spells. Crystal Academy is another... It's a unique group because it's kind of a cross between like the Stitching Challenges group, like Magical Stitches, Enchanted Stitches, Daily 30, and the groups where you're playing a game against each other. So we are in houses. We are all working to earn points for our houses, but there will be like a it's very Harry Potter-ish. So you have the houses of the academy, and then the different houses elect people to play like a game in the term. The term's 3 months. So, and every couple of weeks we get new classes and we learn spells in those classes and stuff. That's the condensed soup version of it. If you're interested in it, you can join. You will be a commuter/tutor, which means you basically would help out if somebody in one of the houses says, hey, I don't have something that fits this prompt. Can you stitch something for me? So, but you could still join. If you want to join, just let me know and I can give you more of the lowdown. But each spell we have to complete a certain number of tasks. There's 3 tasks to learn each spell, each member of you have to stitch it a certain number of times. There's a whole thing to it. It's not worth explaining if you're not going to participate.
Then
But
why are you spending so much time on it?
I'm trying not to. One of the tasks for one of the spells we're challenged to learn this week is to stitch on something that makes a loud noise. A wolf makes a loud noise when it howls.
Considering the ranges in miles?
So that's kind of why I decided to go with that one for my more than 50% complete.
Mm-hmm.
I have to stitch on something with a vegetable. Dude, let's talk about things that are considered vegetables that are not vegetables. We had an entire discussion about this Friday night on Virtual Stitchers because holy cow. And did you know that corn is a vegetable, a fruit, and a grain? And a pumpkin is a fruit? Because I didn't until Friday. Anyways, so that's what I'm stitching knee-high for. I'm also using that as one of the tasks for the other spell we learned this week as something that could be cooked. Because you cook corn. Something that could have something that's made of lead in it.
What'd you pick for that one?
I went with Scenic Farm because sometimes old houses have lead paint.
And windows.
And windows. And lead can sometimes be found in the soil.
Yeah.
So, that also will cross over to something that we create. Shrapnel when exploded. Because if you blow up a building, there's going to be shrapnel.
You want to know what I would do because I'm a dork this way? I'd do the moon. That would have some shrapnel if you managed to blow that up.
I thought about that too. I had a couple.
It would just take like half the nukes on the planet.
Oh, and if I need to do the stitches, so I think it breaks down to everybody in the dorm needs to do 2 of the 3 prompts at least once, and then 1 or 2 people have to do an extra or 2. Like I said, it's kind of confusing. So the first spell, your 3 prompts are something with a flame, something that sparks, or something that can be cooked. Lady of the Flag has a flame. I was given permission that tree branches can be rubbed together to spark and start a fire. I was told it was acceptable, so I'm going with it. And then something cooked corn.
Oldest method of fire creation, aside from lightning strike.
Exactly, that's what I went with. And then the other spell, which was the loud noise, the other prompts were 2 items, one starting with a T, one starting with an N. You can use letters. So, excuse me. Shores of Hawker and Hollow would work for that. And then Shrapnel, Scenic Farms, and Loud Noise. A wolf. So, it will be interesting to see how this works with having 2 groups that give me prompts.
Here, I will demonstrate this for the YouTube community. That's what's gonna happen.
The only thing that doesn't technically cross over with something I'm doing for Daily 30 and Crystal Academy is Lady of the Flag, but because of the way that it works out for us stitching for each spell, I may not have to do all 3 prompts, so it's okay. We're kind of playing it by ear and seeing how everybody stitches and just kind of working it out. My dog has made herself a pretzel. So that's plans for the week. Announcements. Virtual retreat the first weekend in November. In-person retreat the second weekend in April.
We hope.
Unless it gets canceled. And that's about it. If you want information on either retreat, check out the Lakeshore retreat linked below. My lovely friend Victoria sent me a bunch of floss to throw into gift bags for the retreats. So, good stuff there. That's it this week.
Okay, my spiel time, I think. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, bell notification, thingy Bobby, all that stuff. You know the YouTube spiel. Do the stuff to help the channel grow so that more people can see the crazy, so that we can just share this little Lincoln ball of
And I'm sure somebody is going to ask, yes, there is writing on my glass. I just thought of this looking at it. It says, looks like a beauty, drinks like a beast.
So you having Jack on the Rocks later?
My coworker gave it to me a few years ago, and I love it. I was sitting here holding it going, somebody's going to ask what the writing on it says.
And for those that are new, Belle Freak. Beauty and the Beast spell. Freak.
Mm-hmm. All right, people. That's it for the week.
Bye. Peace.
I can't find the button.